Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about The Girl in the Video by Michael David Wilson. This is from Perpetual Motion Machine Publishing, and it's just a little tiny, about 90-page novella. It's about a teacher named Freddie. He's a British man. He and his wife are living in Japan. And one day he gets a mysterious message with a video link, and he watches it, and then things spiral out of control. That one little thing builds and builds and builds. More videos come in, more strange things start happening. And this is the story of those strange things and what it leads to. It's in first person, so Freddie, I think that's his name. They eventually say it. He's the one telling us this story. And it's right off the bat, Michael David Wilson. I don't know if he's a teacher. I suppose I could look at about the author thing, but I do know that he is British and he's living in Japan. He is also the co-host of This Is Horror podcast, and I don't know why I need to mention that, just because it's a cool podcast and you should listen to it. But I didn't really notice. I thought it was just kind of an abstract, very colorful painting, picture, but then I noticed that there's feet going up to a skirt and a person there. So, anyway, I'm already rambling. 2 minutes in. The girl in the video. So Freddie again gets this message, clicks on this link, and I'm not going to describe the video for you, but it's nothing really crazy. It's just odd. But Freddie saves it, and eventually another video pops up. And he checks that out. Now things are getting very strange and kind of frightening. And as more videos come along, Freddy starts to get freaked out. He doesn't know what to do. Things begin to escalate. And the way the story is written, we're getting to know these characters, Freddy and his wife. Excuse me. And things are moving along. We hear about the video. Freddy's moving on with his life. And then it just gets to a point where all of a sudden it's like, boom, stuff is happening. And things are getting crazy. And then it really explodes. And then it sort of hits the brakes for a little bit. And we get things have calmed down. And then slowly there's this weird sort of escalation at the end. It's a very interesting pace to this story. I think it works. I really enjoyed this. It's the first thing I've read by Michael David Wilson. But I do enjoy his podcast. Seems like an interesting fellow. And I believe this says this is his first novella. He's written some short stories and things. Somewhere in here. You just watch me read for a minute. The book you are now holding is his debut novella. And in 2021 he's going to have another novella from Grindhouse Press. So I'm looking forward to that because I enjoyed this. I hope he keeps putting stuff out. Maybe I can find some of his short stories and read those. I'm enjoying everything I'm finding from Perpetual Motion Machine. I think I'm not making any sort of verbal contract here. I think I may actually go to their Patreon and give them some money. It's Max Booth III and Laurie Michelle are the owners of Perpetual Motion Machine Publishing. They have a podcast, Castle Rock Radio, which is incredibly entertaining. And I like to support the small press. I really like Max Booth. He's smart and funny and a great writer. I think the first review I did when I came back was his book, We Need to Do Something. Uh, so, I know I'm supposed to be talking about this book, but it's really tiny and I don't want to give anything away. So I'm just filling time talking about Perpetual Motion Machine Publishing. Support small presses. They also publish Dark Moon Digest, which is a quarterly magazine, and I think Michael David Wilson has some stuff in there. I have a few issues of that, so I'll definitely be able to check out more of his stuff. I recommend this book. It's definitely entertaining. It's disturbing. It's an odd story. I like the characters. And there's one very unlikable character, but that character is well written. But Freddie and his wife they're just your average people, and they're fully fleshed characters. Maybe Freddie makes some decisions that I don't agree with, which sometimes kind of puts a damper on how I feel about a book, but I think it works here. I can't speak to what everybody in the world would do under certain circumstances. The more I look at this cover, the more I like it. Now that I actually see what it is, and it's a pretty good-ish representation of what's in the book. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this one. I think that's the problem with a shorter book. It's there's not much to talk about without giving anything away. I think I covered the base. I know I covered the basics of the plot. I've told you that it's very well written and I enjoy the characters. I actually haven't. I just finished it today. Haven't rated it on Goodreads yet, but I believe I'm going to be giving it 4 out of 5. Yeah, man, it is. Wow, the pacing. The more I think about it, the more I really dig the weird pacing. Um, it's very effective, very very effective. It's kind of getting under my skin a little bit, which is a good sign. Um, and just if my ramblings haven't sold you on it, it does say on the back, the girl in the video is The Ring meets Fatal Attraction for the iPhone generation. So there you go. What more do you need than that little blurb? Um, so yeah, that's it. Before I start rambling too much, the girl in the video, Michael David Wilson. 3 first names. I got to keep looking to make sure I have them in the right order. Um, yeah, I recommend this one. Absolutely. 4 out of 5 stars. So I'll have a link for it in the description below. I know I don't say that every video. I seem to forget what I'm doing. Um, but I'm pretty sure I have put links in the description for all of the books I've reviewed. So that'll be down there. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. If there's going to be any spoiler talk, just post a spoiler warning. Let's all be polite. Please like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.